Hi, this dance tutorial is meant to be a supplement to your learning process, so if you haven't already, I would recommend to take a lesson or group class at your local studio. As with any physical activity, you should consult with a doctor prior to starting any exercise program. Enjoy!
Hi there, this is Alex Olivares from Olivares Dance. I've been wanting to make this video for a while. This is specifically for my beginner level class in salsa, but if you are not my student and you find this useful, good for you. So when I get students that are brand new to salsa dancing or dancing in general, a couple of things happen. You show up to a class and there are lots of people. You have to worry about learning patterns, timing, how to transfer weight from foot to foot. And then on top of that, you have to dance with another human being. So it is very difficult sometimes as a beginner to show up and to get all the information. So this video is meant to give you time to go through the information that I would want a beginner to learn in the first couple classes, and it gives you the ability to go back and rewind and practice this. But anyways, today we're doing salsa. We are taking our very basic step for salsa. I will explain the lead, the follow, and a couple variations or combos that you can do with those steps. First, we're going to start with the actual basics. So I will start with the lead. Pattern. So I will face away in order for this to make more sense visually for you. So starting with the left foot, I will do what we call a breaking step or a rock step. So I'm going to have you start forward, replace, and close. And then with the right foot, back, replace, and close. So if I do it again, I go forward with the left, forward, replace, and close. And then with the right, back, replace, and close. If I turn around so you can see it from this side, with the left foot, I go forward, replace, and close, and back, replace, and close. As you continue learning the dance, you can pass your feet, so this is not incorrect by any means. In fact, most people will dance it with passing the feet. But I find that at the beginner level, closing your feet gives you a nice beginning and end to every break. So you break and you're done. You break and you're done. So this is just easier to process. Now, as a follower, one will do the natural opposite. So if you start with the right foot, you do the same thing, but backwards. So you go back first, and then you end your break, then you forward, and you end the break, and you go on and on and on doing that. So that's the basic. So that's the pattern. Now, next is the timing. And in fact, I just got this question yesterday during the class. When you do your timing, typically as dancers, we like to count all the way to 8, unless you're dancing a dance like a waltz that goes to 3 and 6. But anyway, so normally we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the basic is designed to fit within those 8 counts. So for example, um, your first and second steps each take 1 beat of music. In dancing, we call that a quick. When your step takes 2 beats of music, we call that a slow. So I could do my basic as the lead with a 1, 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 1, 2. I can also say quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, referring to the rhythm of the step. Or I can count progressively all the way to 8, and I can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, in salsa, we don't really count the 4 and the 8 because it's assumed that they're there. We're holding the beat, or we're holding our slow long enough for it to be 2 beats. So we get a little lazy and we don't count the 8. And so instead of saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So that is the count. And again, this question comes up every once in a while. Someone says, well, what happened to the 4 and the 8? So if I do the basic this time as a follower, first I'm going to count this to 8 and then the traditional count. So your 8 count would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But instead of counting all of the beats, I will count the times that I'm actually stepping. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So as a follower with the right foot, I go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. So that's the actual timing, and that is the reason why we do not count the 4 or the 8, especially for beginner level figures. Later on, there will be other figures in which you're moving constantly and you're actually doing something during the 4th and the 8th count. So that's a different case. Now, moving on to a basic right turn, which is an absolutely need for a beginner to learn how to do one of these turns. So as the name implies, you're turning to the right. And so if I go from the basic step as the lead with the left foot, I would do one full basic, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and then I turn to the right. I go 1, 2, 3, and then I go back 5, 6, 7. If I do it from this point of view, I go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. If I do this as the follower, I do exactly the same mechanics, and I'm turning with the same foot, but it is on a different count. So if I'm doing it from this side, with the right foot as the follower, I would go 1, 2, 3. I turn on 5, 6, 7, and I continue with 1, 2, 3. And again, from this point of view, it goes 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. Now, another thing to remember when doing this as a beginner level, while this is not necessarily the correct way to dance in general, it is useful if you struggle with the timing or how to move from foot to foot. It is useful to do a marching action where you're actually lifting your feet off the ground. Again, we don't typically dance this way, but it's very useful. What this is going to teach you is how to be on one foot or the other. What happens very often with your salsa basics or any basics for any dance is that a beginner will try to transfer weight, but they don't quite make it to it. So then the salsa might look a little like this, right? So as you can see, my spine is not truly getting on the foot. And because of that, I'm either going to be ahead of the beat or behind the beat. And of course, that's going to affect my dance partner. So what I want to do is I want to actually get on the foot. And so to help me do that as a beginner, I want to march. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So it might look a little mechanical, but again, if you're learning, this is perfectly fine if it gives you clarity. So if I'm counting quick, quick, slow, and quick, quick, slow. And if I'm turning, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. Chances are, if I'm doing the marching action and I'm counting correctly, I will probably land on the correct foot. So I'm going to do the same turn, now facing away as the follower. So here's my basic with the marching actions. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. So now that we know our basic timing and I know how to do a basic right turn as the lead or the follow, we can now start building tiny little micro routines that you can use. So for example, I will get a student to help me demonstrate this. So this will be attached to the video a little later. I will start first with a basic step and then leading a right turn. Just a simple little combo. 1, 2, 3. This is me as a lead. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. I'll raise my hand and go 5, 6, 7, and simply reconnect with my partner. So this is a combination that everyone should know how to do. If I do it from this side, that would go 1, 2, 3. Basic first 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Raise the hand and she turns 5, 6, 7, and then basic step. If I do it as a follower, doing exactly the same little combo, I'll start with the right foot, going 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. The lead raises the hand and I turn during the 5, 6, 7, and I continue with the basic. Now, if I do it from this side, it would look like this. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Again, I'm the follower currently. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and basic. 1, 2, 3. And now here's that secondary little combination. I call these the alternating turns. There are right turns, but in this case, the lead gets to turn twice and change the hand behind the back, which makes it look really cool. And the follower gets to do one single turn in the middle. Lots of ways to end this, but for today's purpose, since we're keeping this very beginner friendly, we are simply doing just the turns and going back into the basics. So if I'm leading this other combination, I go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. I'll raise my hand for my follower to turn. 5, 6, 7. Then I turn during the 1, 2, 3, and I change the hands behind the back and go 5, 6, 7. Notice I did this because during that 5, 6, 7, the follower is turning again. And then I just resume my basic 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. I'll do it again as the lead, facing away from you. So that goes basic first. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. I raise a hand. The follower goes first. Then I turn, and the follower goes again. And I just realized that I mentioned this earlier that the lead was turning twice. That's incorrect. The follower turns twice. The lead gets to turn only once. So I just wanted to clarify that. And we go 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Follower goes. 5, 6, 7. Lead goes. 1, 2, 3. Follower goes. 5, 6, 7. And then you resume the basic. Again, I'll have a student of mine help me demonstrate this later today, so I will attach it to the video. So now the combination from the follower's point of view should go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. First right turn. 5, 6, 7. Lead turns. 1, 2, 3. Second turn for the follower. And then basic step. And finally, from this side, it would go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Followers turn. 5, 6, 7. Leads go. 1, 2, 3. Follower. 5, 6, 7. And we can end it with a basic. I hope you found this useful, and just try to practice clean timing, clean footwork, and repetition really will take care of it. So just practice it as much as possible. All right, I'm here with my awesome student, Daniela. She agreed to help me demonstrate the basic underarm turn for salsa. So version number 1 was just a basic. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. After my half basic, I raise my hand. She does a basic right turn. 5, 6, 7. And we just resume the basic. The second version of this is exactly the same thing, but we do alternating turns. So that means she goes twice, and then I get to turn once. So that one looks like this. 1, 2, 3, basic first. 5, 6, 7. Then she turns first. 5, 6, 7. I turn second. Change hands behind the back. She turns again, and we just resume our basic. And nice little spin, just there.